All right, so does anybody have an idea? Let's get a couple of ideas of what you guys are holding in your hands. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? No, just what do you guys think? Just throw it out there.
A ticket.
Okay? A dog?
Oh.
Thanks, Brett.
Obviously, that's
I have no idea.
Okay, so nobody has any idea?
Cream rims.
Good, okay, cool. So,
Good word.
So, I want you guys to do a little theater of the mind. Take a step back to a time where you're maybe in a time machine. So you land in a time where your calendar does not rule you. Your cell phone does not go off every 5 seconds, Brittany. You pretty much can do anything you want as long as your chores are done. So, maybe you're in middle school, maybe even grade school, right? Did you ever doodle? Doodle?
Yeah.
Maybe just do some little bit of artwork? Did you ever write a song? Ever share it with somebody?
I've
Did
written
you-
many songs and never shared them.
Well, how about this? How about this? Did you play an instrument maybe, but you played it with somebody or maybe just for yourself? Okay. How about, did you ever scribble a piece of art that you shared with some close friends or maybe just nobody at all? Yeah. So the answer to these questions are a lot of yeses, right? So how about if you've ever written a piece of poetry?
Yes.
Dad? I mean, the answer to a lot of these things, yes. So my thought is exactly this. I think that at one point or the other, you might have written something down. So about a year ago, a young man was asked to do something completely wild and crazy. His parents asked him to fill a blank page with a story. The content did not matter. The only thing that was asked of him was to write about a character and then take that character through a story. You know what's happening, right? It did not matter where the story was set. It did not matter what. It did not matter how. It did not matter when. All he was asked to do was just write. At first, he was a little reluctant to write, and some days were easier than others. But he wrote, and he wrote, and he wrote. And then after about 4 months of writing, we asked him to go ahead and wrap up the story. He was really glad. So Tyler poured about 65 days of writing into a story. Let me tell you something. This kid is amazingly creative. This kid is a powerful example to all of us. If you do something from the very day after day, you can build something from nothing. That's why I was asking you, have you ever done something that maybe you only did for yourself, a piece of poetry, maybe a song, maybe something else, and you never shared it with anybody? Well, after a while, when he started reading some of the things back to us, it blew us away. And then we started thinking, wait a second, there's some cohesion in this book. There's something about this book. And that's why we asked him to wrap it up, and he wrapped it up in such an awesome fashion that now here comes a part that we got to share. Now this could be a little scary for you.
Yeah, you print it out.
So I just want to tell you something. You have an amazingly creative mind. A lot of people have seen this. Not only are you funny, but some of the things that you wrote down were very inventive. You might have borrowed a story from here or there, but bottom line is, you really did some pretty awesome stuff. What we wanted to do is wrap this into something that can be shared with a lot of different people. So what you wrote is creative, funny, and I believe worth sharing, and your mom believes so too. So you should be proud of what you wrote. Now, he doesn't know this. Obviously, you can see on his face, he's about ready to crawl out of his skin. So, and I can't wait for these folks to see what we saw and heard as you wrote and then read it back to us. So, without further ado, everybody please give a big round of applause to Tyler for... Why are you applause? Tyler's now a published author, and you can go ahead and open up your bags for the first unveiling of Bob, the Epic American.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the back, Tyler. Look at the back.
Look at the back.
Aww.
Yay.
Oh, that's a great picture.
My goodness.
Congratulations. I'm so proud of you, Betty, for all your hard work.
Congratulations.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And the front cover art is also done by Tyler.
Yes.
It wasn't meant for Tyler.
I know, but after I read the
It was
story,
probably Miss Kirk's class, just bored. With a Sharpie.
well, I thought it was appropriate for all the adventures that Bob went on. So would you do us a favor?
No. Not
Could
gonna
you-
read it.
Could you read like the first page or so?
Oh,
Come on. Please?
okay. No.
Okay. If somebody else, Dory, you want to read it?
Carol's got it.
Right.
A long time ago in a land far, far away, there once was a little boy named Bob. Bob was a very short, skinny boy who enjoyed reading and painting figurines and making them fight. Another thing he likes is playing video games on a PC. So, as you can imagine, he doesn't get out much and he doesn't have that many friends. One day, Bob was walking to school, and on his way there, he ran into the Porters. This band of brothers were big and mean and scary. There were 4 of them. Billy, the oldest, Brock, the shortest one, he was also really fat, Chum, the little one, he was all solid muscle. Then there's Brett, the only one with a heart. Brett had no reason to be there because as his brothers, he was nice. Anyway, Bob runs to the other side of the street in the hope that they would leave him alone today, but his attempt fails. The Porters are determined to earn their fair share of Bob's money. Finally, they close in on Bob and Billy says, "Pay up, Bob," very demandingly. Bob was still trying to get out of their tightly woven circle. Bob knows there's only one way out of it. Bob pulls out his Tesla and fires a beam of electricity that zaps all 4 of them and just simply hops on his magical flying donkey named Chocolate Poo. Chocolate Poo has to kick in the NOS thrusters and escape the French. I guess they were mad about World War II, but Bob doesn't care. I think that it's just stupid that the French and America got into another world war, and of course the U.S. won just like they have for the past 100 years, but now everyone should know that anyone that tries to fight the USA will be destroyed, and it has been that way for a very long time now. Anyway, Bob is being chased, and his robot monkey, Dave, latches onto Chocolate Poo and starts to fire his 50 caliber rounds and shoots down one of the F-502 jets. The other one has already been hit and is now heading back to base and bringing reinforcements. But it's too late. Bob has already gotten to Sky School, a floating city. Bob's school is at the very center of the whole city. It is covered with a bubble like a shield and automatic turrets to ward off any kind of unwanted intruders.
That's awesome. You want to keep going?
Or should we leave them hanging so they all have to read it?
Yeah. That
I
was
did
awesome.
want to bring a Sharpie out in case anybody wants your
Oh,
autograph.
I want mine.
Carol wants hers
Me
autograph.
too.
Tyler. You do 2 Carol.
To Carol, the most fabulous coworker of my mother.
Mom's coworker.
Hey, what about my love does buddy?
Yeah,
There you go. Yep. Subjected to a whole weekend. Yeah.
Jaw.
Sign lots of love. L-O.